Hey everyone, I'm Jason, and this is your commentary on Genesis chapter 32. Jacob also went on his way. The angels of God met him. Jacob saw them. He said, "This is the army of God." So he named the place Mahanaim. Jacob sent messengers ahead of him to his brother Esau. Esau lived in the land of Seir. It was also called the country of Edom. Now Jacob's going back to Canaan, and he knows that he's going to have to pass through his brother. And last time he saw his brother, it wasn't a pretty sight. He was actually trying to run away from his brother because of the fear that Esau would kill him. So now he's going to try and win his favor back, and hopefully it won't be so hostile. So Jacob told the messengers what to do. He said, "Here's what you must tell my master Esau. Your servant Jacob says, I've been staying with Laban. I've remained there until now. I have cattle and donkeys and sheep and goats. I also have male and female servants. Now I'm sending this message to you. I hope I can please you." The messengers came back to Jacob. They said, "We went to your brother Esau. He's coming now to meet you. He has 400 men with him." Jacob was very worried and afraid. So he separated the people who were with him into two groups. He also separated the flocks and herds and camels. He thought, Esau may come and attack one group. If he does, the group that's left can escape. Then Jacob prayed, "You are the God of my grandfather Abraham. You are the God of my father Isaac. Lord, you are the one who said to me, 'Go back to your country and your relatives. Then I will give you success.' You have been very kind and faithful to me, but I'm not worthy of any of this. When I crossed this Jordan River, all I had was my walking stick. But now I've become two groups. Please, save me from the hand of my brother Esau. I'm afraid he'll come and attack me and the mothers with their children. But you have said, 'I will certainly give you success. I will make your children as many as the grains of sand on the seashore. People will not be able to count them.'" Jacob spent the night there. He chose a gift for his brother Esau from what he had with him. He chose 200 female goats and 20 male goats. He chose 200 female sheep and 20 male sheep. He chose 30 female camels with their little ones. He chose 40 cows and 10 bulls. And he chose 20 female donkeys and 10 male donkeys. He put each herd by itself. Then he put his servant in charge of them. He said to his servants, "Go on ahead of me. Keep some space between the herds." Jacob spoke to his servant who was leading the way. He said, "My brother Esau will meet you. He'll ask, 'Who is your master? Where are you going? And who owns all of these animals in front of you?' Then say to Esau, 'They belong to your servant Jacob. They are a gift to you from him, and he is coming behind us.'" He also spoke to the second and third servants. He told them and all the others who followed the herds what to do. He said, "Say the same thing to Esau when you meet him. Make sure you say, 'Your servant Jacob is coming behind us.'" Jacob was thinking, "I'll make peace with him with these gifts I'm sending on ahead. When I see him later, maybe he'll welcome me." So Jacob's gift went on ahead of him, but he himself spent the night in the camp. That night Jacob got up. He took his 2 wives, his 2 female servants, and his 11 sons, and sent them across the Jabbok River. After they had crossed the stream, he sent over everything he owned. So Jacob was left alone. A man struggled with him until morning. The man saw that he couldn't win, so he touched the inside of Jacob's hip. As Jacob struggled with the man, Jacob's hip was twisted. Then the man said, "Let me go, it is morning." But Jacob replied, "I won't let you go unless you bless me." The man asked him, "What is your name?" "Jacob," he answered. Then the man said, "Your name will not be Jacob anymore. Instead, it will be Israel. You have struggled with God and with men, and you have won." Now, Jacob meant supplanter or deceiver. He was a con man, and that's what he did for his entire life. And now here he is, and he's been given a new name. We mentioned early on in Genesis that giving names to something meant that you have power over them, that you could influence things. And so this is just one of the examples, much like with Abraham, of being given a new name and a new purpose in life. So Jacob said, "Please, "Tell me your name." But he replied, "Why do you want to know my name?" Then he blessed Jacob there. So the one who Jacob is wrestling with, he's not going to give his name because he doesn't want Jacob to have any power, any control in the situation. Everything that's going to occur to Jacob is going to be a blessing. And Jacob will know he wasn't able to do anything. So Jacob named the place Peniel. He said, "I saw God face to face, but I'm still alive." The sun rose above Jacob as he passed by Peniel. He was limping because of his hip. That's why the people of Israel don't eat the meat attached to the inside of the hip. They don't eat it to this very day. It's because the inside of Jacob's hip was touched. Okay, that is it for Genesis chapter 32. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.